Hi, welcome to Mandatory Update. I'm your host, Ian Hink. We're coming at you with a scary new format. Be afraid. Tell all your friends to stop watching. This is Mandatory Update. I'm going to do this opening monologue thing now. It's going to be great, but the prompter is messed up right now, so I got to read it off this paper. Don't worry about it. Indivisible comes in under the wire to make its crowdfunding goal. It just goes to show you how far honest representation of costs, hard work, tenacity, and being granted an extra 30 days by your crowdfunding site can go. Civilization Revolution 2 Plus has been delayed until late January. I think hearing about a delay is my favorite way to learn for the first time that a game exists. The latest teaser trailer for Batman vs. Superman has unmasked Batman. Turns out it's Ben Affleck. Weird. A list of trophies has appeared online for Final Fantasy VII on the PS4 port, including breaking new ground for using a limit break, Won't You Be My Valentine for getting Vincent, and oh God, oh sweet God, no, you killed her! How could you kill her, you monster? For riding your first chocobo.
Best trophy.
Pokemon Picross is out, and it's like some weird pixel art Sudoku with Pokemon in it. And I can't decide if this game is meant for filthy little kids or disgustingly old people. But I know one person who is thrilled about this game, Kyle Bossman. And that is my segue into introducing my guests. With me today on this episode are Kyle Bossman, Bradley Ellis,
Hi.
and Michael P. Huber.
Hey.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and
itch.
I'm Ian. We're itching.
Yeah.
Okay, so today's episode is a special episode. It's the year-end reviews. So we will be we'll be going through a few of the top games of the year, giving them our patented Mandatory Update review score, the well-known review score of Mandatory Update, as influenced by the Mandatory Update Mood Index. More on that in a bit. But as a sort of a sister piece to last week's episode, where we talked about what we were thankful for, I want to talk about regrets. What do we regret? Either in real life on the whole or something you've said on a show. I know I've got a lot. Like pretty much any time I'm on GT Time or this show, I say something that I'm just like, oh, shouldn't have said that.
What do you like? What in particular?
Oh, like calling out people that we've worked with before, or like various weird like things that could put me in jail. You know.
I don't think you've said anything that could put you in jail.
No, probably not. Things that are like questionable though. Like, I don't know. I don't want to say them again.
Clearly you don't want to make that mistake.
Yeah.
Again.
I don't want to say it again, Kyle. I know what you're trying to do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There was an early joke in the annals of Mandatory Update.
Oh, no, please.
That I
that was a simple joke.
regret.
No.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was
All
a
right.
simple joke.
Roll the
All
tape.
right, then. I'm not going to roll the tape. I don't even know what episode it is.
Show the footage.
Elise is gone. I don't know which episode had anything in it anymore. Oh, by the way, Don Casanova's running the cameras right now. You can just kill that other camera. We don't need it anymore.
What's up, everybody?
He says, "What's up, everybody?" Thanks, Don.
Sure.
Sure.
But yeah, do you guys have any regrets in life
have a
or
recent
in
regret.
video games?
Ooh,
Yeah,
what
what's
is your
up?
recent regret?
I always love the opportunity to rib on Gabe Newell.
Okay.
And last episode of Huber Hype, I was building towards a Gabe Newell rant, and then I just forgot.
I was in the room.
Yeah.
Because you introduced it as saying
Kyle-
bittersweet.
Kyle was there in that editing room waiting for the payoff that never came.
And then at the end he was just like, but wait, how's it bittersweet?
And like on the way home, I had this whole, like I was walking home from work that night and I was on my way home ranting about Gabe Newell in my mind, which would have been on that episode. I'm like, damn it, he got away.
Let's do it now.
Do it now.
Yeah, let's hear it.
What's the rant?
Let's do it now.
So it was Dota. It was about Dota. I was talking about mods, and that bastard Gabe Newell has just sucked that well dry. He has just taken that once beautiful game, that game that just, it was a mod, and it was before his corporate fingers just tainted it with microtransactions and skins And just his grubby little hands, Gabe Newell. He's not making games anymore. He's making skins for a once good game. And now it's just trash.
Wait,
it's been tainted.
Dota 2's not trash.
It's trash.
So
Okay.
if I can get down to the heart of what I think it is you're saying, you're just mad that there's no Half-Life 3.
Just mad he doesn't make games anymore.
Cause I didn't know
Half-Life
this.
3.
You were actually used to like Dota a bunch.
Really?
Yeah,
You used to be into Dota.
loved it.
Good old Dota.
It was magical.
That's weird. to me.
Vanilla
It was-
Dota.
I did not
And
know
then
this.
he's pimped it out.
That's how Valve makes money.
Yep.
I don't know.
It's
though.
you don't have to. You get
gotta-
all the heroes for free.
I feel like it's a force
you?
for good here.
Yeah.
They do the international and everything, you know?
I'm bitter.
You're really bitter. You've been
it.
uncharacteristically bitter like this whole week.
Don't take your frustration of Valve off on singularly Dota.
Yeah, it's just Gabe Newell, really.
That's okay. That's more fair.
Gabe Newell, I don't know him, but he seems like an okay guy. I don't know.
I'm sure he's fine.
I think he's like kind of just kind
Oh,
of.
he's probably cool, dude.
I think he's
fine.
just washed his hands.
Mike's
of the
just
whole
pissed because he's
enterprise.
not getting any new Valve games.
Gabe Newell is deeply involved with Dota.
He is.
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He like loves to play it all day long.
Oh, okay.
Dota.
From
just
his
playing
palatial
all day.
estate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's playing Dota when he should be writing stories.
I was shocked by
The man's
that.
a storyteller.
Did he ever write the other games?
Half-Life.
He wrote Half-Life?
Yeah.
He wrote half.
Scenario and stuff, yeah.
Well, we don't look things up on this show, so I'll just take that at
okay.
face value.
Yeah.
Do you have any regrets?
I don't know why this came in my head,
Whoa.
but it's not intense or anything. But I regret not two things, both having to do with Dragon's Dogma.
Okay.
Not getting the platinum.
Yeah.
I was like one trophy away,
Oh.
but it was a trophy for doing side quests.
Yeah.
And the side quests in that game are horrible.
Not good.
And I just gave up. The biggest one that I'm really mad about is I haven't played Dark Arisen yet. Because when I bought Dragon's Dogma, I bought the original one when it first
Yeah.
came out. Then they released Dark Arisen.
Yeah.
I was like, sweet, I'll download it. Just kidding.
Right.
You can't.
New
You gotta
game.
buy a whole brand new game.
Here's the thing, though.
Let me hear it.
Playing Dark Arisen after playing the original Dragon's Dogma is the probably best way to play Dragon's Dogma.
But I don't wanna go through
because,
that.
No. Your save continues.
Sure
You don't
about
have
that?
to start over. Pretty sure.
'Kay.
Because I didn't have to start over.
I didn't want to pay like $40.
You just you keep your save, it transcodes over or whatever to the new version,
borrow my
and you get some sweet outfits and probably the most essential item in that entire game, the Eternal Fairy Stone, where you can port
Fast travel.
to any
Dude,
fairy stone without wasting
I was
fairy
so
stones.
rich in Dragon's Dogma
Right,
anyways.
whatever, but I wasn't. But
So,
But they just wouldn't let me just buy the download. They would make me buy a whole brand new game.
yeah.
so wait,
At
you
this
gave
point,
that
it's
is
probably like
bad.
$7. I'll buy you.
Now it's
Dark
$7.
Arisen.
That ship has sailed, man.
Yeah.
It's gone.
It's so good. Dark Arisen, until the end couple of bosses are just bullet sponges. They take forever to kill.
If I played it again, I'd play on PC.
so you gave up on the platinum?
I did,
You know who else gave up?
which I don't like doing. What?
Gabe Newell on his fans.
True.
Oh my god.
Gave
True.
up on everyone.
Is this going to be the whole episode?
Here, but what's so weird though is Gabe Newell thinks he's doing right by his fans.
He gave up on everyone. He abandoned
Do you really think that?
everyone
I do.
except the Dota community.
For all
They're
the-
having a laugh. They're having a jolly good time. They got Gabe Newell
Yeah.
on a fucking horse with a sword, front lines, champion.
What about all those
Yeah.
people that want a Half-Life?
So Gabe
take
Newell,
anything.
in his heart, believes that he can't make the Half-Life game that people want anymore.
Just make episode 3. You should have finished it.
Make Left
yeah.
4
What are
Dead
you
3.
doing?
Yeah.
Make anything.
I mean,
I'm
a
sorry.
Portal 3 would be fun.
I'm sorry.
The fact that they ended on that cliffhanger that still haunts Michael
Yeah.
every night.
What happened?
Spoilers.
I mean, yeah.
Spoiler alert.
It's just
Half-Life 2 spoiler alert.
It's just a cliffhanger.
What
It's
happened?
like someone.
What's literally the last thing that happened?
Someone is mortally wounded. Fade to black.
Nice.
Yeah.
That person doesn't die though.
Nah.
But we'll never know.
My favorite
Because they decided not to finish the fight.
My favorite cliffhanger was the end of season 1 of Twin Peaks. I won't give specifics, but they weren't sure if they were going to be renewed or not, so they did as many cliffhangers as possible. 4 people are shot, 3 people went into a burning building, several people are missing. You don't know who killed Laura Palmer. It's just everything is out there. Literally every character is in mortal peril,
'Cause they
and it's
wanna get
hilarious.
renewed.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the very ending of the whole series is just whoa. It's gonna be so sweet when it comes back. Anyway, do you have any regrets? bossy?
I try to embrace my poor decisions. Not as regrets, but like say, oh, this motivates me going forward. I won't
Learning
do that anymore.
experiences.
Yeah, those are all valuable moments. The things I feel most regret for in my life is fantasy football decisions.
You mean choosing to become the kind of person that partakes in fantasy football in the first place?
Yeah. That's like, because maybe because it's so random, you just hate yourself every week with fantasy football.
What are some examples of things that you regret? Because isn't it largely out of your control?
Like trades.
Yeah, it is. The things
because you
in your
choose
control.
like
trades.
people
You
to
do
be on your
trades,
team. Okay.
And then once you trade a guy, somebody,
Tell us your worst trade.
you want that guy to fail. Well, I made a pretty bad trade early on that turned out pretty cool.
So yeah, that's good.
Give us a regret. Give us a trade where you traded him away. You thought you were scamming the person that you traded.
Yeah.
And then they ended up just dominating.
That doesn't happen. I'm pretty good at fantasy football.
Okay.
How many?
Just two
What's
leagues.
the end goal of fantasy football? Do you win money or something?
Yeah, well, you want the championship more than you want the money.
Do you?
Do you?
I do.
traded
Personally,
Dan-
I
You do.
Yeah, personally,
I traded Dan Herron in fantasy baseball 1 year early, and he had like the best year of his career.
Yeah.
It still haunts me.
See, it does. You feel that regret.
Yeah.
For some reason, that regret feels worse than anything else. And I try to tell myself, Hubert, like, now you know, don't trade Dan Herron.
Yeah. I'd never trade him again.
I
Solid pitcher.
gotta say, I'm uncomfortable with how sportsy this
Okay,
is
so
getting.
one time, all right. Here's the worst time. Here's the worst thing. It was Sunday morning.
Okay.
And the games start, I think, at 10. And so I'm really like, we're just super sleepy, and it's so cold.
You're
and
going
so
like this?
I'm in my blanket.
Are you in New York or LA?
I'm here in LA.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to pick up a guy. And I'm like checking rankings and everything. I'm like cross-referencing, and I'm doing all this on my phone.
Can I interject here?
Yeah.
Please. Who do you play fantasy football with?
A bunch of Canadians
Of course.
and a bunch of guys from Naughty Dog, actually.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So you're in like
Must
an
be
official, how many
nice.
people are in the league?
So I'm in that league 12. We were about 12 people in the leagues. I'm in
Okay.
that league because of Alex Norris.
Okay.
He's
yeah,
like,
you
he's like,
told me
hey,
about
we got a
this.
spot in this league. You want to join it? I'm
Cool.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
You used to work at
I
GameTrailers.
won last year. Beat those
Oh
Naughty
yeah,
Dog.
you yeah.
They couldn't stop me.
How much did you win?
I think it was like $150, but again,
Whoa. Is this
champion-
legal?
yeah, fantasy
Okay.
football is legal. Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway,
Naughty Dog bucks.
Cool.
I'm stressing out because Alshon Jeffrey might be injured. So like, I found Jay Brown. I'm like, oh, John Brown, I'll pick him up. And then I pick him up, and it's like Jared Brown. And it's like minutes before the game starts, and I had to pick up Nate Washington instead. Just a real dumb. It was the worst.
Was Jared Brown like some like special team's kicker or
bench
something?
player.
No,
No one's
he was
ever
a
heard of?
third string guy. Yeah, it's nobody you want. You don't want a Jared Brown.
Sorry, Jared Brown.
I'm gonna make a team of all third string guys that see no play,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna have a ragtag bunch of underdogs, and we're gonna go straight to the bottom.
yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry for doing a fantasy football story.
That's
That was
okay.
A lesson learned though.
Naughty
is-
Dog was
That's a lesson,
I
yeah.
learned my lesson. You don't do pickups in bed when you're sleepy.
Yeah. Do you sleep in PJs?
Too personal.
Kyle goes
I
full
sleep
blown
in
naked.
You sleep in PJs?
I sleep in PJ.
How?
What do you mean how?
That's so
I have a
weird.
really, really like thin shirt and then like some just it's like a really thin. Yeah.
Is it like
a
threadbare? Like old?
It's like a really nice material. Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
you bought
thin.
it?
Yeah, it's like thin and
You
comfortable.
bought a shirt to sleep in.
No, it used to be just like a normal shirt,
Everyday shirt.
everyday shirt.
Is it baggy or tight?
Say like middle?
Because I remember when I was like younger and had to sleep in like, PJ pants or whatever, I'd always get all tangled up. I'd wake up and they'd be like tied around my arm somehow, and I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah. No, it's
And then I was having like weird dreams about like snakes around my body or something,
I don't have those dreams.
You don't have that?
No.
That's not
That
a
was
problem?
weird.
Oh, all right. Well,
Yeah, no. That was it?
well, that was fun. Let's talk about the year-end reviews. I meant to make a list of games that happened this year. Didn't do that.
Oh.
So what are some games?
Whoa. Okay,
got
let's
the-
go back to last January. Do we? Anyone else
Dying
remember what came
Light.
out January?
January.
Dying Light.
Nice. Good
Dying
pick.
Light.
We actually have an interesting story about Dying Light.
Hit me.
Oh, let's hear it.
Who does?
Oh,
Huber, are you
God.
willing to share that story?
Sure. So,
Put him on blast.
yeah, rich uncle Moneybags, Ben Moneybags more.
Hashtag must be nice.
Hashtag must be nice. We had a little Dying Light story. So Brandon Jones reviews Dying Light because it's open world and he has just an overlord monopoly on all the open world games. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
open world, my review.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So he reviews the game, gives it kind of a bad score.
Yeah.
Turns me off of it. You know, I'm busy. I got other games, got a backlog, got reviews, whatever. A couple months later, I'm on GAF, and the thread is just raving about this game. They were like, dude, this game is amazing. Survival horror, like the best survival horror game in a long time. There's tension, meaningful deaths. You gotta survive. The game is incredible. So I'm like, dude, I really want to play this. So I borrow the work copy, and Ben gives me like attitude about it. He's like, are you gonna play that? I'm like, yeah, I really want to play this survival horror. It's my favorite genre, of course.
Wait, how long have you had it at that point?
I took it at that point.
yeah.
Took it for
Moments.
So in your hand, he said, are you going to play that?
Yeah, I take it home so I take it home, and then I get like saddled with a review or whatever. I forget what I was reviewing at the time, but I wasn't able to play it right away. But it was on my shelf, and like at home on my shelf, I have my game queue just right there. These are the games
Huber's
I'm playing.
queue.
Huber's queue in a separate stack.
Physical entity.
And like in order. Like if
Yeah.
you're the game on the top, like you're next.
You're on deck.
Dying Light was on the top for like a week. Every single day at work that week, Ben would come up to me and be like, yo, Dying Light, you're not playing it. Bring it back. Bring it back. I was like, Ben, why don't you just buy your own copy, man? You buy every other game on Earth. You have like 3
The story
copies.
is really aggressive against Ben right now. You're not bad. He's not here.
This is what really happened though. I was like, dude, Ben, you have like 10 copies of this game and like 7 copies of that game. Like, what's the problem? Like, I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
He's like, no, bring it back. Bring it back. So all week he's hounding me, and you know, societal pressures.
Societal
He
pressure.
caved. Huber caved.
So I cave. So I'm like, okay, man, I'll bring it back. So I brought it back. Ben Moore has now had Dying Light for probably 4 months. 4 months.
No, Ben.
Has not touched it.
And Huber's craving this game.
And I'm craving this game because another GAF thread just came out.
So you still have not played Dying Light?
Still have not played Dying Light.
This came out in January?
Yes. 1 week.
That's almost a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 week ago, there was a thread about some new hard mode that came in that
Oh my
said this
God.
is the best way to play this game.
Wasn't the game legendarily like buggy when it came out?
It had a little bit of problems, yeah.
Okay. Because I remember
Everyone-
hearing like a bunch of weirdness about it.
It's open world. They always do.
The
Yeah,
thread
yeah.
was basically that if this game came out last year, it would have been Game of the Year for like this entire thread. They were like, yeah, without Blood-Borne and The Witcher, Dying Light.
Whoa.
It's like, whoa.
That's high praise.
Holy
Whoa,
shit.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so given that, now the way that reviews work on Mandatory Update is we have our review score system, which is fine. Is everybody well-known score system.
Yeah.
And then it's influenced heavily by the Mandatory Update mood index, which you see on your screen right now. Yeah, so the Mandatory Update mood index is very important. And what it means is it's your mood when you were scoring the game. Maybe throughout playing it too, you had a mood that was influencing you, but the main influencer, I'd say weight at like 45-50% of your score is the mood index. So given that story,
Yeah.
let's all rate on the Man Up scale with the MUMI Dying Light.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hubert, do you want to go first, last?
Sure.
What do you want to do?
Yeah. You want me to give it a score as well?
Sure, yeah. Score and then say the mood that was influencing you.
I mean, it's definitely evoked like a Windows 95 emotion
Okay.
out of me.
Yeah.
I haven't even played it, but I'm feeling the strong Windows 95
Sure.
vibe.
Yeah.
So I would definitely give it like probably a 9.8.1.3.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of extra points in there, but that's fine.
What is that? That's like an IP address.
9.813. Yeah, 9.813.
Okay.
That's actually a pretty good score.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good score.
All right.
Brad, do you have a?
So having not played it,
Yeah. None of us
have played it. Kind of gives me like an Autumn Sprinkles vibe.
Okay.
Probably like a 9.938.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll go 9.494.
Whoa.
With an effervescent sprite modifier. I remember, like thinking of like our own personal context. Like I remember Brendan Jones playing that game.
He hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
It
was
looked
like
boring from
he
what I
was
saw
like
of it.
real against it.
I remember there being
hard for him.
there'd be like water just hanging out in the hallways. You know what I mean? Like
A lot of
there'd be,
errors in
A
the
puddle
raindrops,
or whatever,
puddles
yeah.
in the
Yeah.
hallways and weird stuff like that. But yeah. You know what? It was the beginning of last year. I was feeling hopeful.
Yeah.
I think that's where that comes in.
Cool.
I think it's zombies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that gets it down a little bit.
Sure.
And for
But
that
it's
reason,
but it's like a 28 days later. Like
sure,
when
fast zombies like angry people zombies.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that bumps it back up. I'd say my mood is swamp, but not like a bad one. I'm probably gonna say 9.635.
That's a good score.
Not bad, not
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
yeah.
I agree with that.
All right, what's another game? Moving forward through the year.
So actually, I pulled up a list.
Oh, this
I
is
figured
great,
you would.
actually.
I figured you'd pull up a list.
So I think Evolve came out
Oh god.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Here we go.
Boy.
at the beginning of last year.
Oh boy. We don't need to talk too long about Evolve.
Yeah, Evolve was February 10th.
Evolve. I could take point on this one.
Sure,
Okay.
please.
Game looked like it had too few modes. Didn't like the visual style. Don't like the character design. Playing as a monster is fun though, when it goes well. But yeah, it just kind of came and went. Nothing to it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird though because there was excitement for that game in the office.
Yeah, everyone. It was one of those things where it was like the Destiny alpha, where we were all like, "Whoa, this game looks sweet," and then the Destiny beta, where we're like, "Oh, this game."
No, that's not fair because people kept playing Destiny afterward.
Well, right, yeah. People love to just. Destiny's just like a chat room.
Well, what does Destiny have that Evolve doesn't?
Game stuff.
Legs.
Good gameplay.
Persistence,
More
yeah.
shit in it.
Yeah, that's what I mean is the legs. It's like, what could have
yeah.
Evolve done like Destiny? I don't know.
Raids.
Had a mode
Raids.
like a story.
you go into the monster's
Characters
cave
that weren't offensively
and you fight all the
bad.
bosses. And you team up with the monster at one
Yeah.
point.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Then you get some
The
sick lore
monsters
from
are
that.
all like
Easy line.
the
Yeah.
monsters are all like just misunderstood. They used to be like
Yes.
people.
There's like
or
a secret
something.
third party.
Oh my
who are the real
God.
bad guys.
Gabe Newell.
Game Newell. Right.
Exactly. Well, no, that was the biggest problem is that it wasn't like Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
Same studio that did Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead, you're going through. You have a destination to get to.
Yeah, that's true.
This was just like, we're going to drop you in a little arena, kill the monster
yeah.
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
It would be cool if you have to run to a destination the monster's trying to stop you from getting there the whole time.
Well, there is that. The
Is there a mode like
There's
that?
some objectives, but it's like
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead had that context of like, you're at the hospital, you got to get to the police station. Okay, we're going.
Yeah.
And like the environment was constantly changing. It felt like you were traversing through a world
Because Left 4 Dead is
instead
just
of an arena.
multiplayer like this as well. It doesn't have a story necessarily.
There's like
a single player mode.
There's like there's like a cooperative mode you can go
Oh, there
through.
is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it needed that. Because this just had like, what is it called? Like evacuate mode or whatever, where you do like 3 rounds in a row and they're each different. But they're just like,
The same damn thing.
it's like get to this point, capture the flag, king of the hill, blah blah.
I feel bad for this game. If you think about like what
too.
Evolve is this just like it is a small game that was hyped too much.
Right. Victim of insane overhyping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it comes like Turtle Rock. I mean, if you're a studio that makes a legendary game, like Left 4 Dead is legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge game. If you have that history, like the expectations are going to be high no matter what.
Yeah, but they were like throwing esports on it and stuff. Like
Yeah.
Left 4
What?
Dead never
I don't
had that.
remember
Yeah, I remember the
expectation.
the shoutcast.
The shoutcasting, yeah.
At where was that? Was
was
that E3?
E3,
Yeah. The E3
Which is
booth.
weird.
Oh, so dumb.
It was out of control.
Because the game, it doesn't have that vibe to me. It feels like like what they should have been striving for is like Left 4 Dead, just like crazy fun. But the game took itself way too seriously.
Yeah, I think that's a factor for sure.
Anyway, my mood on this one is sort of moldy,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say 9.020.
I'm right around
Bottom
there.
of the barrel.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm
right.
on like a 9.031,
Yeah.
and
This is a contender for a worst of year so
yeah,
far.
my modifier. I mean, it was like playing with rocks.
Yeah.
So
I was like angrily, actively
I played with you. Yeah,
like,
you were
bored of it.
angry.
Yeah.
You were like, screw this.
Yeah.
So you were playing it?
I played it.
Oh man.
played it.
For like, I gave it a college try. I
we gave it a week.
I unlocked all the monsters, you know.
Whoa.
Oh, I hated the way that you unlocked stuff in
Yeah.
that game too. Ugh. Oh,
because it's based on how many times you use specific
it's
moves.
it's just like so grindy. It's just like, hey, you have to play this game for 40 hours.
Yeah.
Because we needed to make this game have. Anyway, what do you give it?
9.000.
Whoa.
Oh.
Let's see.
What's a mood?
Emergency room
Whoa. Yeah.
to keep me awake when I was playing.
Yeah, rocks.
I did not
Sad
have a
rocks.
good time playing
Oof.
that game. I was so bored.
9.221. I want to believe in the best of this game. I was obviously a hater of it from the beginning.
Yeah.
Remember that? Oh
Yeah.
my god, you hated it.
No one could convince me that was good, and it didn't
You
trust me.
and I were on track with the gross characters. I remember you and I both thought like. I remember you saying that too, and I was like, I completely agree.
Yeah, I
Like
just
with they're just
it was dumb.
yeah.
Yeah.
I respect any game that takes a shot with co-op.
Sure.
A game so dependent
Sure.
on grouping up with friends.
Yeah.
So
Deep
that's where
Olive,
the
by
action
the way.
comes
Deep
from.
Olive. Okay.
I mean,
Deep Olive.
yeah,
Deep Olive.
Ben
easy.
Moore's favorite mood.
it's easy to respect them for doing that, but
By
at
the
the
way,
end of the day,
I-
it wasn't fun.
It took a
Real
gamble.
quick, but back to the Dying Light story. I just want to impress upon people that we like Ben Moore.
Love Ben Moore.
Yeah, all good fun japes.
When I see Ben Moore tomorrow, I'll give him a hug.
No,
And
you
then
won't.
I'll ask
and then
him for
say bring Dying Light in. Yeah.
Whisper in his ear while you're hugging
I
him.
asked him a couple times, and he did not give in to societal pressures.
See,
Ben don't care.
I was assuming the story would come off as funny, but it really just came off as
Came off
fury.
as anger. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Well, here's the thing. Hubie's
It's
in like a
fine.
dark place this week.
2 reviews.
You've been in a really
It's the two
dark
reviews,
place.
and it's
Reviews.
also phase 3 of P90X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This P90X is destroying
Making
your
you a
life,
monster.
man.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
No, you're not.
I've got 2 reviews.
We are your friends, and we're telling you the P90X is a problem in your life. This is an intervention. I staged this entire show. We're
Oh
not even
my
filming
God.
this.
Okay.
This is just an intervention.
I tell everyone.
You need to stop
I tell everyone
P90X. You need
when
to
I
eat
have-
more protein.
I tell everyone when I have a review, I'm a little on edge. It's stressful.
But you just need more protein.
need more
You can't-
calories, Mike.
You can't exercise more and eat less.
I'm eating
You're going
more.
to die.
I'm eating more.
Are you getting your right amount of calories
Last
now?
night, I had a steak.
Whoa.
Whoa.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
King of
Silent
all
pressures.
foods.
Red
Nice.
meat.
Yeah.
Cancer.
Give you cancer. Yeah. Don't eat red
I
meat.
thought of it as I was eating
What game
it.
is next?
We could talk about Majora's Mask 3D.
Okay.
Okay, there it is. We got a taker already.
Ugh.
I'm just curious to see what you two think of it.
I've not finished it still.
I'm so morning beige on that.
I was like pumped. I was so pumped when it was announced.
Oh.
This is the Zelda game I've never played, and it's just not good on a portable, I think.
Okay. That's
So it's
fair.
on the portable.
He's playing the
it's on
3DS
3DS.
remake.
The third.
Remake.
Okay, here's a quick example. I remember I played through the Ocarina of Time recently on the 3DS, right?
Yeah.
Because that came out 2 years ago. And then I remember somebody capturing footage of it, and just the noise of Link walking around inside the Temple of Time, just the sound is like so effective, and you don't get that in the little handhelds. You know what I mean?
Gotta have headphones
Just the,
in.
The cheat 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 cheat. Yeah. it's
Put your
like,
headphones on.
Yeah, maybe. To me, it's just like I don't want those kind of games to be
Okay.
here.
So lack
Okay.
of headphones. What would you rate this game?
Are you really saying that right
That
now?
is
Yeah, dude.
music to his ears
Yeah.
right
You're
now.
really saying that right
What?
now?
Yeah,
Kyle is condemning a game on a handheld system.
yeah.
Excellent.
Wait, do you like handheld systems?
Love
traditionally?
handheld systems.
I'm always the one
Like,
in the office that's bitter that
I
games
think-
aren't handheld.
I think
I
there are
don't really
games
like
that work
handheld.
for
What, I get
handheld
mad
and
too.
games that don't.
Android.
You know what I
My
mean?
arms get tired. I don't want to have my arm in my neck.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
can't deal with it.
But obviously, like Tetris is the perfect. Like that's
Sure.
That's the way to play that game. So you
Yeah.
know, it's like things
On,
work for
on an
games.
original game.
I
Boy.
have
Yeah.
a really intense regret,
Whoa.
Well,
like more intense than Gabe Newell.
What happened?
It's depressing. My regret? never played Majora's Mask.
Me neither.
I've never
Yeah, that's
touched
okay.
it.
Dude,
I forgive you.
Everyone in
I
this
absolve
office
you.
are scumbags.
it's a weird.
I've finished nearly every Zelda,
Brad,
but
you
for
know how
whatever
crazy I am
reason,
about progress? And I feel like in Zelda games, you have such feeling of progress as your inventory becomes fuller and as the story becomes more serious. In Majora's Mask, it's like you keep losing your progress.
But you keep all those items you get. You
don't keep
keep
all
all those.
those
You keep a
items?
lot of the masks you get.
A lot of
you
the
put your
masks
money
you
in
get
the
to
bank.
keep.
I'm sorry they tried something a little different,
So
and it was
play through
cool.
the same day over and over.
And
or
not
something?
only-
You couldn't
Yeah.
handle the
Yeah.
time mechanic. That's why.
Right. But like the
it
people
made you
don't
panic
recognize you, and you could be able to be like,
because you're going
"Oh,
back.
dude. If you just, I can tell you where your girlfriend is right now, and
Yeah.
you can't because you're Link and you don't talk."
We could do that in like any game. If I could just actually say something to you, it'd help a lot.
Every game is about traveling back in time 3 days.
No, I'm talking about talking to someone.
No.
I could tell you something in a game if I could actually do it.
Starship Titanic. You could type whatever you wanted.
It's a game. It's an N64 game, dude. Simpler
Oh
times.
my gosh. Well, I'm just saying, like this. I'm not feeling.
I'm
the
not
story progression.
That's not my favorite like Zelda game at all.
Yeah.
It has problems.
Which is your favorite?
my favorite? Twilight Princess or Link to the Past, probably.
Yeah.
The thing is,
But-
I love that Clock Town.
I think you just got scared by the time mechanic.
I think it, Brett.
you buck
I talked to you about it, and you said you didn't like the pressure.
Yeah.
like
All right.
Lightning Returns.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Moods and scores. What do you think?
Oh boy.
I said I was morning beige, but I appreciate the quality of these games, so I would say 9.752.
Man, I'm just living a life of regret now. You guys getting me all
Hold on.
depressed.
We
I'm
didn't get
angry
Ian's-
apparently.
Yeah.
I got
Morning
a
beige.
vendetta.
Yeah, he said morning beige.
I got a vendetta against Gabe Newell and Ben Moore.
Yeah.
You guys have some kind of intervention
Yeah.
on me, like
Because you're angry as hell.
I'm
P90X
angry.
is
You're
destroying
worked
your
up.
life.
Look at this.
like
Ever since you joined that fitness cult, your life is falling
I'm
apart.
giving it a 9.999 for
Whoa.
the Zelda Legacy.
Jesus.
Never playing it.
Never played it. It's a brand new Zelda waiting to be played. It's
Yeah.
just like a little diamond in the rough, a little treasure waiting to be opened and discovered.
I love how out of your mind you are.
And it's like a red roller coaster.
in parentheses,
A wagon wheel red. Red roller
the full
coaster,
emotion.
wagon wheel red. Just doing loops and corkscrews and. Is it a wooden coaster though?
Yeah.
Excellent. I love the rickety.
Yeah.
It's a little rickety.
The rickety coaster.
One time, we were at, wow, where was it? It must have been Valley Fair, because I was a kid. This is in Minnesota. And there was a wooden roller coaster.
Dude, I've been there.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Yes, I have
That's
been there.
weird.
Yes, I remember going there.
Brad, why?
We went out there for like a family reunion
Where
one time.
are you from?
Cool.
From here.
What
But
the
we had like
hell?
relatives out there for like a
Oh
family
my
reunion.
God.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's in like Edina.
I remember going on like
rural
a loop,
Minnesota.
crazy corkscrew roller coaster with my brother.
Yeah, they had the what's
dude,
it called? Venom.
They had the
Steel
log
Venom or
ride,
something?
right, where it's like there's a
other
waterfall
one?
and it's unavoidable.
Yeah.
There's an
You just get
unavoidable
soaked. I
waterfall.
I hate the unavoidable waterfall.
Yeah.
It's just right there. You can't do anything about it.
All right, so I was on the wooden roller coaster, the white one. I don't remember what it's called. I believe this was at Valley Fair, and I was like 14 or something. And I remember coming off the roller coaster, and then I said to my friend, I go, man, I was like 13, maybe 12, like young, and I just go, man, this roller coaster is better than sex. And then this old woman, just like looks down at me like really slow. And I got a real kick out of that. I razzed her good.
And
I
then you
think-
and your
I think
friend
I just-
remembered that for a long
Oh
time.
yeah, I think
That's
I just
really
looked at
funny.
the old lady and I just went like, like that. She's like,
Okay.
total virgin at that time.
13-year-old.
Yeah.
Ian Hank.
Yeah. Didn't know what the hell I was talking about. Gotta say though, now that I know, I was right.
I don't like the unavoidable. I like Bigfoot Rapids at Knott's.
rolling the
Never
dice.
been to Knott's.
You're rolling the dice.
Let's go to Knott's,
Okay,
dude.
so Bigfoot Rapids, you get drenched, but there's a possibility that you can get through unscathed. There's like the half waterfall, and the thing you're on is spinning
Oh,
around.
one of those spinners.
So you're on the rapids,
Yeah.
everything's spinning.
Yeah.
There's like 7 people. Some people will just unbuckle and like it's chaos.
No
So
rules at
fun.
Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah.
So
Where is that? That's out here, right?
It's
30
There's
minutes.
so many freaking.
30 minutes from here.
I went to. I went
what
on
is
a
it called?
second date with a girl at Six Flags.
I remember you telling me
Yeah,
about this.
never been to a Six Flags before.
lost
Went
your
on
keys.
went on Tatsu,
Oh, yeah.
and I heard a jangling. It's the one where you're like suspended facing the ground. Heard a jangle above the wilderness, and I was like, oh god, I bet those are my keys. Lost my keys. Looked real impressive though, like just dropping like $400 or whatever to get my keys like made by this weird dude. The locksmith came and his girlfriend was just like sitting in the front of the car looking pissed,
yeah,
and he was there for like 45 minutes.
he made $400 though.
Yeah. So
Nice
whatever.
pickup.
Yeah.
Anyway, did we get a score?
Oh, yeah, Zelda.
Out of you guys?
Okay. Zelda Majora's Mask is a special little game. It tried something new. It used a lot of the same assets from Ocarina of Time because they made it very fast. But it's cool and it has its own vibe to it, which a lot of people really like about that game. It's kind of like a winter fall vibe.
Okay.
You know, it's like a little chilly out, dude.
Yeah.
You're like, okay,
Yeah.
get your like sweatshirt on. I'm gonna give it a 9.998.
Oh,
Pump
Jesus.
the brakes. Pumping the brakes.
that's on par for best of the year. What did I get?
I'm being a
Like
realist
9?
about it.
I'll drag it down.
Being a
I'll give it
realist.
I'll get it a 9.444.
Whoa.
For obvious reasons,
Sure.
I don't want to play this game on the 3DS. I might just get the Wii U Virtual Console version.
That's
of it.
probably the better choice.
Yeah.
The real deal.
Oh,
Kind of.
I wasn't reviewing the 3DS one.
Uh-oh.
It's a Zelda game though. It's better than all games.
Damiani reviewed the 3DS one.
He
Zelda
did.
games command a very strange like loyalty.
Anytime
I think
think
they're
of as
fine, but they've never like Link to the Super Nintendo one. I love, and then like I really like Twilight Princess,
every
but yeah, I don't know.
core Zelda game. I'm not talking about Spirit Tracks, trash,
Yeah, yeah.
Phantom Hourglass.
Phantom Hourglass is trash.
I'm not talking about that stuff.
Not
I'm
trash.
talking about the
It's
core.
trash.
Every core mainline Zelda game to me, when I think of them, I think of like a Renaissance masterpiece painting in a museum, like a priceless
So the boring part of the museum.
artifact. No way.
The
how dare you,
religious
Ian?
art. The
How dare
religious
you?
art section of any museum is the
All
like
art.
okay,
I love it. It's beautiful. Beautiful
right.
piece.
sure. I mean, I appreciate it.
Autumn Sprinkles.
Your autumn sprinkles. Okay.
Sprinkles.
What's next? What's another game? Let's go through these quicker.
No, I'm realizing this is going to have to be a multi-episode series.
Whoa,
We're still in
God.
February.
Oh Jesus.
Because there's another one we got to talk about.
Blood-Borne.
The Order 1886.
Oh!
Let's just lightning round the rest of the year.
Okay. Well, what Order 1886?
Order 1886. Orange linens. But like, yeah, but the orange linens, but 9.652.
Excellent.
Whoa.
Febreze, Air Effects, Meadows, and Rain.
Okay.
Games can be different things. Got a lot of criticism for not being enough video game,
Yeah.
but
Looked amazing.
it's an awesome little game, and I'll give it a 9.738.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love it. I love the Order.
Okay.
Red Roller Coaster,
And in
Wagon Wheel
parentheses-
Red.
Yep.
because it was a really fun ride going through it,
Sure.
but it ended a little too short for me.
Ah.
It's really weird. Go ahead.
Wait, score.
9.356.
Okay. All right.
Low ball on it.
Bossman.
I'll go 9.713 with a little Febreze, Air Effects, Meadows, and Rain.
Right?
So that's two Febreze Air Effects
yeah.
and Rain on this one. Yeah.
It's got just that nice smell to it.
I think I like this game a lot more than most people.
Ain't nothing wrong
It
with that.
makes me feel like a fanboy for liking it.
No
Yeah.
way,
You know what I
Kyle.
mean?
You Sony pony.
Yeah, exactly. It's that. It's
Yeah. You only like it because it's
crazy, like-
exclusive.
and people are against this game.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
People are like pissed.
This game represents the war on gameplay to some people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. This is, you know, I don't understand why gaming in general. This is a whole other big topic, but I don't understand why gaming is so filled with like vitriol and like intense emotion.
It's because we care.
It's just but you can care about a thing without being a total asshole.
It's hard though.
Well, it's because they could say on the internet and get away with it.
Right. Anonymity.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing I like about this game is you can pick things up. That's what I want a lot of games. I love the idea of being able to pick up a thing and then look at it. Yeah.
The detail in the rooms too, like the amount of just like bric-a-brac around that didn't have any effect on anything. I'm just like, damn.
Yeah.
This looks like a real fucking room.
Yeah.
Brett,
There's so much garbage in this room right now.
Yeah.
Brett, are you sure you don't want to raise your score?
Whoa.
It just depends if my rating, if we're
gave a
thinking of the
score,
same
dude.
thing.
2 words, Brad, that you forgot about.
Uh-oh.
Coach gun.
Coach gun?
What is the coach gun?
What is the coach gun?
Coach
Was that the electrical one?
gun. Triple barrel shotgun.
Okay.
I said it was
loves
I said it was a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
Guys,
That is so much fun.
Yeah.
I mean, while this is still a year in review, it's really funny to think of, I think like a month later, they teased the DLC for this.
Oh, I wanted the DLC.
Isn't that funny?
Where he was like Batman.
They did.
They teased DLC for this.
And then it just never happened because everyone hated the game.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, maybe we'll see something at PSX.
Lost to the
but,
annals
like,
of history.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, special note. We're shooting this on Wednesday, so we haven't seen
Yeah.
the Game Awards or PSX.
Yeah.
Next week we'll have a special Game Awards PSX on location episode of Mandatory Update.
Whoa.
It's going to be banana waffles.
Will DJ Tanner be there?
Yeah, I don't know.
DJ Tanner will not be there.
DJ Tanner will not be in attendance.
Yeah.
That's a fun, the hotel episode.
Yeah,
Dang,
that was a
cool.
Nights.
Tanner
Yeah,
will not be there.
I think we did that year. We did a regular and a Nights.
I could put a call out. I'll see if Tanner.
Well, we're not going to do a Nights. Probably it'll be a standard.
So there could be a Tanner cameo.
There's no such thing as Nights anymore. It's just Mandatory Update, and it is
Right.
whatever we feel like doing. So just adjust your mind. All right, lightninger round.
I'm afraid no, I can't do this because Dragon Ball Xenoverse also came out in February.
Skip.
Oh, come on!
I just want to bring a thing real quick.
Daniel Bloodworth.
Me and
Skip.
Kyle streamed that.
Yeah.
And I've never seen such like animosity in any stream we've ever done. Where
right.
people were like furious at us.
Oh, that's true.
All right, because of that, moods and scores. Go.
Oh no, I like talking about more than moods and 9.129.
Okay.
Effervescent Sprite.
Okay.
I wanted to really like this game a lot.
Yeah.
I was almost gonna buy it.
Rocks.
Whoa.
Game was a bag of rocks.
Yeah.
9.211.
Okay.
It's like a effervescent Sprite.
2 for that. Okay.
I'd give it a. I reviewed it. I'd give it like a. You know.
What did you give it?
I'd give it like a. I don't remember. It was pretty low. The game had problems, but I had to review it as GameTrailers.
Yeah.
Objectively.
Yeah.
Personal.
Oh, our system is very
Yeah.
objective on this show.
Like, this did something new to the Dragon Ball Z lore that is unprecedented.
Yeah.
They have been retelling the same damn story for 20 years.
Yeah.
This did something differently, and it worked, and it was awesome. I give it a 9.523.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely certain which game this was, but Windows 95, 9.523.
9.523.
Is that what you gave it?
Yeah!
Oh my god!
9.523! Dragon Ball!
2 effervescent sprites and 2 of the same score.
I'd be more impressed if you wrote it down ahead of time, but clearly that you just heard that number.
Yeah, I had it in my mind. I just had the number. Very objective review system.
Yes.
Resident Evil Revelations 2.
9.999. No, 9.945.
You changed that a big time.
Late
Why?
winter fall.
Why did it change so much?
Because it can't be a 9.999.
Okay.
But it's good. I really love that game. I gotta beat it. I'm like at the last chapter. I lost steam on the last chapter because he told me I'd already assured myself the bad ending.
Oh no.
Because Omar and I were playing it together, and there's a
Yeah.
part where one character is supposed to grab a gun.
It's very ambiguous.
We thought it was a cinematic.
Yeah.
So we didn't even try. And then the other character grabs the gun and does the thing. But he says that that's the moment. Like if
Alright,
you do that, you get the bad ending.
I don't think this is a spoiler because we need to help anyone who might play this game in the future.
There is a
Yeah,
moment.
Let's be very clear
Moira.
about what you should do.
There
Grab
is
the
a
gun.
moment, there is a moment when you are pinned to the ground by a giant beast.
Yeah. I mean, just saying Moira grabbed the gun.
Moira needs to grab the gun.
Moira's the little girl, right?
Yeah,
She's
not the
Moira's
little
not the
girl. The little girl's name was, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Natalia or something?
Natalia.
Natalia.
Yeah,
Natalia.
whatever.
Okay.
Little weirdo.
Yeah.
Moira's your daughter.
Barry's daughter.
Yeah.
And she's
Moira.
hanging out with Claire. Claire?
Claire.
Redfield.
Yeah.
And so you get the bad ending because you didn't grab the gun?
Apparently.
Yeah, because the
Don't go into depth.
Yeah, I don't want to
Just
go
leave
into
it
depth.
I don't know what
It's
happens. But
Just leave it there.
heavy context. Kyle Bossman, you would like it.
Can you go
Yeah.
back and replay that chapter where you should
you'd have to
grab-
replay
Yes.
the whole chapter, though. And that boss fight is a pain in
Really
the
hard
ass.
boss fight. Really
man.
hard.
Ugh.
Took us a lot of tries.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass. And Omar's lost all interest. Omar's
course.
actively
Play with
lost
me.
interest
We'll
in that
play
game.
online.
Can you play online?
Yeah. Can't you?
Probably.
Can you play online?
I hope so.
Let's get moods and scores
might
and
be
move on.
local
It's
only.
impossible to do lightning round with these.
We're still in February.
Wait, when was Blood-Borne?
March.
Coming
We're never
coming
getting to
after
We're getting to Blood-Borne.
this was like a beacon of hope and light and yummy goodness.
Yeah.
Coming after Resident Evil 6.
Yeah.
Strong Windows 95 feelings.
Whoa.
I'm going 9.999.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Love Revelations
That's two
2.
top scores out of you.
Love it. Love that game.
Wonderful.
Deep Olive,
Okay.
9.785 because I had to play as Moira
Oh.
and the girl who are way more boring
Yeah.
to play as.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times in that game I was just dicking around while Mike's shooting everything. He's like, "Dip, dip, 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 dip." Like the boss fight.
But it has good feel. I mean, I played as the actual player too, but like it has a good vibe.
It's cool. I like the idea of it, but I wish I could
I wish
just
they could do more.
more.
Raid mode.
Raid mode's fun.
Raid mode with Wesker, like classic Resident Evil locations. Oh my god.
What do you think?
9.802.
Okay.
Michael Huber hated Resident Evil Revelations.
Hated it.
The first one. Yeah.
Yes. And
Only
so,
3DS, or then it came
It
out
came
later
out,
on
There's
other
yeah.
other stuff. He still hated it, and so for this game to have a turnaround
Yeah.
on him
Yeah.
means to me it's an accomplishment. Though to be honest, I was feeling a sort of moldy mood at the time.
Okay. Okay. That's okay. All right.
Next.
Let's the big ticket items here.
Kirby and the Rainbow Curse.
Oh my God.
Big ticket
Big
items.
ticket items. Big ticket. We got 10 minutes. Get through the rest of the year.
Ollie Ollie 2.
Skip.
This is oh.
Ollie Ollie 2, welcome to Jollywood. Game is legendary. I'm giving that a 9.913.
9.913. Mood.
Strong spring breeze feeling.
Okay.
Just jolly spring breeze.
Yeah.
Letting it wash over me.
Yeah. I just want to point out that the qualifiers that Huber's placing on the moods are non-official. So just interpret at your own risk. Yeah.
For Breeze Air Effects, Meadow, and Rain.
Yeah.
9.7558.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I gotta abstain from Ollie Ollie 2.
Why?
I mean, that's just another one where I just watched Huber review it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give it a score. That was a 9.664 with a little morning beige.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, I was actually
pretty
feeling
positive
the
on it.
9.6 range. I'm gonna say 9.612. Emergency room.
Okay.
All right, I want to call out another game.
Bah.
Scream Ride.
Ooh.
Wait.
Didn't you guys stream that
stream
once?
that?
And it
Yes.
like broke
Release?
Yes.
or something?
So there was a really funny thing for a time where Elise really wanted to be supportive of the Xbox One.
Yeah.
And like Scream Ride
It was about a week.
was never going to be good.
Yeah.
It was never going to be this game, but because it was an Xbox exclusive, in a time where there weren't a lot of Xbox exclusives happening, it had like an unnecessary support behind it. And the game is a total little turd. And so like I do remember that stream. Gosh, that was funny. Scream Ride. That happened this year. That's why this is fun. You can't just move on so fast.
Sure. No, yeah.
There's little nuggets like that throughout
Hey,
the entire year.
big ticket items can be really bad too.
Yeah.
Well, are we gonna
Carry
score
on.
that one?
Oh, no, we don't have to score it.
Okay.
Poor Scream Ride. We made enough fun of it.
Pass.
We're
Pity exemption.
in March right now, by the way.
Oh God.
City Skylines.
City Skylines. Pretty good. Both Don and I got kind of tired of it.
Whoa. No, you played it so long.
We played it a long time. Really good game, but he gets more micromanaging than I do.
and I just like to cheat and build a big city. Basically the two exact opposite sides of that coin.
It's cool. It enables you both to play the game.
Yeah, and I really liked it. My downtown got inexplicably flooded at one point, I think because my dam was backing up too much water. Anyway, he thought it didn't have as much, as many features, and he ended up going back to playing SimCity 4 instead.
Nice.
So I'm going to say good game. I'm going to say 9.833 effervescent Sprite.
I loved the new SimCity. That got a lot of hate, but I liked it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like actually broken because it had
was
like
broken for a little while.
microtransactions and all kinds
It
of
was
stuff
weird,
in it?
but I liked it.
Okay.
But I didn't really...
That's a different game though.
Yeah, I didn't really play City Skylines.
Yeah. So we'll weight your review score more heavily then.
Yeah. You and Don both had feelings toward it. That means something.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna go
absolutely.
with like a 9.359.
Okay.
It's like a swamp, but not like a bad one.
Okay.
Here.
Sort of moldy.
Okay.
9.8000.
Okay.
Jesus. It's pretty high
Take
score.
away that last zero.
Yeah.
You know, I have a prediction of the comments on this one.
Yeah.
I think they're not going to care for the scores.
Why?
They're all over the place.
They're all over the place.
It's part of the charm.
It's a time-worn,
Quit trying to make logic out of this.
well-worn,
Yeah. Alright, so-
well-respected mandatory update review system.
9 point. You're right. Yeah, it's been around for a
Legendary,
while.
yeah.
Years.
I think this might be the tipping point, though.
Yeah.
9.701.
Okay.
I'll do late winter fall. I'm so
Okay.
happy this game exists.
That might be our first late winter fall.
That is like the highest rating to me.
9.701.
No, like the highest.
He's
Oh,
a
late
big
winter
fan.
fall.
Yeah, that is
well-known
like
big
the
fan
cream
late
of the
winter
crop.
fall.
I'm so stoked that you can make a city building game still. You know,
Yeah.
when SimCity came out and it has like stupid, like it didn't have its full features and it was online only. That kind of thing like makes me lose faith in the future of gaming.
Yeah.
And so for games like this to come out and exist and like look, we can still make money making a game like this. It makes me happy.
Yeah. I like that.
Cool. Do you like Mushroom Men Truffle Trouble?
Never heard of it.
What?
I thought it was cool that Mushroom Men was still like died and then somebody like bought that franchise. We don't score it, but
Okay.
I don't know what the hell that is.
Never
You never heard of that one, Kyle?
Hotline Miami 2, wrong number.
They should have left well enough alone, I think.
Whoa.
They had the first game and it was good. The first game was even a little too long in my opinion, and this one it felt almost like they were forced to make it instead of wanting to make it. So I'm going to say that one's an emergency room.
Oh, that hurts me so much because you know they weren't forced to make it.
And I'd say 9.569.
Okay, not a bad score.
Okay.
I'm gonna trust my man Ben Moore on this. He reviewed it. I only played like one level, so I'm gonna give it like a 9. It's an emergency room, definitely.
A 9 what?
Give it a 9.211.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's like a swamp, but not like a bad one.
Okay.
Really? No.
Yeah.
9.653.
Oh, man.
Soundtrack probably bumping it up, huh?
Bumping it up.
Yeah, the soundtrack.
Soundtrack's great.
Carpenter Brute.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. Like, I don't... I hate the art in this game.
Kyle, you hate this
Okay.
game.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
hate these games. That's
Kyle,
fine.
you hate this
Speak
game.
true.
That's fine.
Speak
Yeah.
true.
Hate it.
Yeah. But the thing is, just the effort. This game took forever to make.
Stop going with that. Stop playing the pity
Yeah.
card,
Yeah.
man.
Games can take...
9.111.
Okay, there we go.
True boss.
I don't want to keep hearing, but they work so hard on it.
Yes.
No.
What emotion? What mood index?
Spring breeze.
Oh, visceral, vicious, vivacious.
Ori and the Blind Forest.
I want to play.
I want to play.
Want to play?
Can I tell you why I don't want to play?
Sure.
I hear people love this game.
Yeah.
I hear they call it Metroidvania, but like when I watch people play it, it's just big rooms with stupid moving platforms.
Oh,
Didn't
moving
Elise like this
platforms.
game a lot?
She loves this
It's
game.
okay.
yeah.
Is it? Does it have bullet hell stuff in it?
Kind of. I mean,
I remember
just-
really liking Outland, but I got tired of the bullet hell.
oh, it's not as bad as Outland for sure.
This is really going to dictate my score. I need confirmation. Are there portals? in this game.
I do not know if there are portals.
Portal
Like,
puzzles.
Teleportation puzzles.
why do you want
Yeah.
them?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you have to
But
manipulate?
Symphony of the Night has teleporters.
Do you have to? Yeah, I hate them.
What do you mean? Just to get from one room to the other?
No,
on
no,
the
no, no.
map?
Like a portal
Puzzles.
puzzle.
Oh.
Puzzle.
Symphony of the Night doesn't have that.
Okay.
No.
Do you have
Safe.
to
Okay.
manipulate beams of light to open doors?
This is a witch hunt
cannot
on the
say.
Talos Principle.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
That's true. The Talos Principle has both of those things.
It doesn't really have teleport.
Okay.
but- well, I mean, it does to get to the new zones, but
I
not
mean,
in puzzles.
I get the traversal looks cool. I get that like it must feel fun to travel.
The game looks neat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Neat.
but a lot of it looks to me like video game levels. Like
Yeah.
and
Like you go to
context.
Super Metroid and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm on this
That
crazy
just made you
planet
mad, didn't
and there are
it? Yeah.
weird old alien Chozo whatever coming to life.
yeah.
Fuck this place. I love it. There aren't any, and sure there are little platforms, but like, I don't know.
I still intend to give it a shot, maybe because
I wanna play it.
It's probably gonna be up for best
Yeah,
platformer.
we need to play, yeah.
I guess.
Yes. Can we just give it to Donkey Kong?
Go,
Give
Kyle.
it to Donkey Kong.
Score!
2 years
Score
in a
it,
row.
Kyle.
9.182. And that is an orange linens for sure.
I'm
Bros.
gonna go rocks. 9.700, just out of interest. What do you got, Brad?
Orange Linens,
Okay.
9.352.
Okay.
9.500.
Is that what I gave it?
No.
Oh,
You guys need to stop that.
I did
It's
7.
Cut that out.
700.
it's autumn sprinkles.
Okay. All right. What's next?
Next is.
Come on, give it to me.
You ready for it?
I'm ready.
Battlefield Hardline.
Oh God, skip, skip. Come on.
You're skipping Battlefield Hardline?
Skip!
I have good feelings about that game.
Okay, give me your score.
Make it quick.
9.789.
Okay, mood index.
Red roller coaster.
Oh,
we
in
Wagon Wheel
parentheses.
Red.
Wagon Real Red.
Yeah. Okay. You ready for it?
Ready.
Codename
Stop it!
Steam.
0. 9.000.
So everybody, this is the year in review. Everybody's always saying Nintendo make new IP. They thought
They
they
did
had
it.
one here.
Yeah.
What was weird is I was at the reveal meeting of this game with Damiani. They were so excited to reveal
What
new
an honor.
Nintendo IP, and we were like almost sleeping during this presentation.
Wow.
9.000 rocks.
Rocks.
Nice. Yeah.
I'll
Rocks.
second that. Same score.
Yeah.
Same mood index.
Yeah.
I played the demo. It was fun.
It was,
not great.
But there's just
But it's just fun. But it's not great.
I just want to I feel
Let's get
like
a mood and a score.
I feel like we could just talk to them. I
Windows
feel like
95.
It
Okay.
just makes me so sad to see like investments into things like this that are so clearly wrong.
Yeah. Also, like it felt like we already have Ironclad Tactics.
I don't know what that is.
It's a game like in the same period with the same kind of setup. I mean, they're different,
Okay.
obviously, but like they're similar enough where it's like we already have this game.
Mm.
So that's 9.121, and that's a deep olive.
9.233.
Okay.
Okay, so there's another big one.
Stop it. Just do it. Just do the one.
Okay,
Stop
so
being
Final
Kyle.
Fantasy Type 0 HD came with a demo for Final Fantasy 15.
Final
with a
Fantasy
demo.
15 demo.
Yes.
Go. Rate. You didn't play it intentionally.
9.000 spoilers rocks.
Spoiler alert.
Whoa.
Spoilers rocks.
Whoa. I thought it looked.
Won't play.
I think this game looks stupid as hell. 15, but also kind of cool. So like
Perfect.
I'm gonna give it like an Autumn Sprinkles.
Okay.
That environment looks really cool. 9.611 for the Final Fantasy 15 demo.
Spring Breeze.
Oh.
We're making steps. We're making good steps here, fellas.
Okay.
Progression.
Of Final Fantasy becoming
Yeah.
amazing. Hopefully.
As soon as they just
But-
give it a gameplay.
Demo 1 was fine. Demo 2 that they added later on is better.
Did that just add a boss? Or
No, they
a new
changed the
location?
mechanics and
And
stuff.
some weird like story stuff.
Did they
Yeah.
change locations? Or
No,
same
no, no,
locations?
no.
So the demo is basically like a beta.
They added
like
a
they were
dodge.
patched-
They added
they
a
patched the
dodge
demo.
button, which is very
patched
funny.
the demo.
I can't believe
Yeah,
they
it's
did.
really
That's
cool.
really weird. But 9.899.
Okay.
9.999 emergency. This is one of the most fun moments I had playing a video game this year. was
Awesome.
Playing that demo.
Sweet.
It just felt so good. You feel magic. Oh god, that's one of the best.
Do you remember watching Damiani break it?
We gotta stop
Yes.
on. We gotta do Blood-Borne and stop on it.
Okay.
Because he's got a review to do. He's going crazy over here.
All right, Mario Party 10.
Oh god.
Let's talk about Blood-Borne. Gosh, I can't believe how many games came out in the first 3 months of
Yeah.
last year. It's really crazy.
That was so many games.
One,
Yeah.
Blood-Borne.
This year is insane.
And Resident Evil Revelations 2.
Revelations.
All right, so let's talk about Blood-Borne.
Oh god. It's so good.
Start us off, Ian.
It's so good, and it keeps getting better. They keep fixing it. The load times are down, so the only complaints are like fixed now. The frame rate's fine generally. It gets a little laggy when you have people in, but other than that, I can't think of any complaints. The enemies in the DLC on New Game Plus are bullet sponges. They got a lot of hit points. Shit takes forever. I still haven't killed Lawrence or Orphan, but like, love this game. Feels so good. The world is perfect. I love everything about it. 9.999. Late. Winter fall.
9.999.
2 for 2.
Clearly, game of the year.
Oh yeah, Goaty Souls forever.
Just a beautiful, beautiful game. Beautiful piece, like a Renaissance painting on the wall.
Beautiful. Perfect.
Clearly, Windows 95.
And a score. Oh yeah, 9.999. Right, yeah.
One of my favorite games of all time now. It's up there. Has some problems, and I acknowledge them big time. But not enough for me to get upset about. Like, really, really upset about.
Yeah.
It gets that certain itch for me of wanting gothic horror, like Castlevania used to kind of do.
Yeah.
But that shit's dead. That's gone now. It's a fucking slot machine now.
What is?
Castlevania.
Oh yeah.
Erotic violence.
Oh yeah. Erotic violence. Where did you hear that?
That's what it's called.
That's the
Oh
subtitle
my
of the
Yeah,
game.
that's
God.
what it's called.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Is that like
really
Bayonetta
funny.
or
It's
something?
really
What
funny.
other games are erotic violence? Blood-Borne is erotic violence to me.
I can talk about Blood-Borne for a really long time.
Yeah,
but
we
I'm
can
not
do
going
another
to.
hour on
So
Blood-Borne.
9.999.
Yes.
Late winter fall.
I went 9.999.
Yes.
Rocks.
Yes.
What? Rocks.
Swept
Yeah.
it.
My first night with this game is romantic.
Yeah.
Romantic.
Yeah.
I love
Intimate.
that. Yeah.
It just feels like it's the perfect. It's like such an emotional roller coaster because you're afraid, but you're so filled with joy. You're like angry, but so pleased.
Yeah.
It's games need to be just, and like it's lore. It doesn't shit story at you. You have to earn it.
Creepy people talking to you through windows. I love it. I love this. That first night.
Brendan
so
Jones
much.
docks this game because their mouths don't move.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe they're talking straight in your mind. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just hard, especially in the age of information, to surprise and to make people wonder. And that game does it the best.
It's magical.
Yeah.
I love every second of that game. I'm trying to think of like something I don't love. Like I'm in the rare where like the bosses, while I still love them, aren't my favorite part. I love the exploration and like fighting the regular enemies and stuff because the bosses sometimes are like
Too many big
gotta just get
bosses
through
that
it.
like sweep around.
yeah, but
If I were
like
to have a stupid criticism.
even those I'm just like sweet. That thing is horrifying. Like never before like fear, not like jump out I'm scared like not like horror game
Yeah.
fear, but just like trepidation, dread.
Yeah.
Dread.
These games make you feel dread like a Michael Haneke movie. It's great.
And that's your reference of the week.
What was the
Anyway.
last one he did?
Amore or whatever.
Oh my
God.
I haven't watched it yet because
Oh
it just
my-
looks like the most depressing movie of all time.
Slit your wrists.
Yeah.
Depressing.
Yeah.
That's how bad that
Yeah.
movie is.
Cachet
Oh my God.
though, so good. Das Weiße Band, The White Ribbon. Both of those movies, just the whole time you're just like something horrible is about to happen. Like the whole movie, you're just like, oh god, oh god, oh man. Anyway, his movies are good. So anyway, we'll end it here. That's it for part one, I guess, of
Yeah,
the year in
part two
review.
some other time.
Year-end reviews.
Ended on Blood-Borne.
Ended on Blood-Borne, Game
And
of the
with
Year.
Crunch.
Normally, in the future, episodes of Mandatory Update will hopefully come with a special treat at the end. of the episode, be it a musical endeavor of some kind or a special guest or something like that. Today we don't have that because various components that we needed were missing. But I just want to thank you all for joining us. Thank you, guests. This has been Mandatory Update.
That was the most corporate thing you've ever said.
Corporate
What?
Ian.
Various components were missing.
We didn't have the game.
The synergy.
We didn't have
Lack
any
synergy.
parts. Literally, the components were missing. Anyway, thanks for watching. Good night and good game.